Hey, it's Cereal Bugs, and I'm just back with another cooking tutorial. Carrots. So, when my mother-in-law came down a few weekends ago, she purchased these, and they're already riveted. I'm pretty sure you can get like a knife, and you just cut the carrot, and that's how you get the ruffle effect out of it. But they're kind of too big, so I'm just going to slice some of them. To threes, an elongated way. And I'm not a fan of cooked carrots. I don't like the texture of how it tastes, well, I don't like how it tastes, and I don't like the texture of it once it's steamed or over steamed. So I'm going to show you a trick on how to cook carrots but still make them appetizing. I love raw carrots though. I think they're awesome and so good for you. So I want to pack as much vegetables in my side dish as possible. There's a lot of prepping going into this, but it's going to pay off in the end. So I'm just going to chop these up, and I'll show you a few other vegetables I'm going to be using. Yellow pepper. So I'm just going to cut out the middle piece because I don't want the seeds. This is just a fast way. I'm taking the bottom. I'm going to throw out the top. I'm only going to use a little bit of this on the bottom, probably. Roughly chopping it. Like that. Putting it on a plate. I don't want this white part here, or this little part. I'm just roughly chopping it. And I'm cutting it from the inside out because it's easiest to cut that way. You have a hard time tearing through the skin otherwise. So I'm just taking a white onion, and it's not very much. I just want it for the flavor, not so much as the vegetable. So I'm just going to be cutting these elongated. I want them to be quite long and noticeable. So next I'm going to be chopping up this cauliflower. I find it easier when you cut from the stem rather than cutting from the top. Makes it so much easier. It doesn't spread the cauliflower as much. I've already rinsed them, and now I'm just going to cut them. Again, I find it easier to cut from the stem rather than the trees. Also, it's nice to also just find where it naturally stems out if you don't want to break up these little things here. So, and I'm just doing a rough chop like I was with everything else, because I don't plan on cooking these too long. Just let the knife do all the work. You're not stressing your hand or anything like that. Just finding where the stem is and just popping it off. Poppin'! There you have it. So I have all my vegetables on one plate, and I'm going to get the rice started because I think that's what I'm going to use all this for. and I'll be back. So I'm now back with my rice, and I just want to show you a really easy way of how to not screw up rice, because it's kind of a flip-flop ingredient, and a lot of people do cook it wrong. So the easiest way to remember this is for every 1 cup of rice, you have 2 cups of water. So I'm just going to grab some long grain rice. And this is white. I know. But we have all those vegetables to back us up. So there's 1 cup. And I'm just going to do 1.5 cups. I'm going to double cook this rice anyway. So I'm just going to... There's 1 cup. 2 cups. And then 1 cup. Because I only use half. And I'm just going to show you a trick that I've learned. I'm just going to be putting this on high. And then when it gets to a boil, sorry, wrong one. This on high, and when it gets to a boil, then I'm going to put it all the way on low and let it steam for as long as it needs. The trick with rice is you don't want to be twisting up or touching it. You just want to leave it and just let the steam cook it. So that's that. So this is how it looks, the outcome of it. I just cooked it on high for about maybe 7 minutes and let it come to a boil, and then cooked it on high while it was boiling for about 3 minutes, and then I covered it like this and put it all the way into simmer, and then just let it sit there. And I just took it off here now, and I'm probably going to cook up the vegetables and then add the rice. So now that I feel that there's somewhat of some steam, so I guess I am going to put 1/2 cup in there. I'm going to put all my vegetables a little bit at a time. Hopefully the lighting's okay. If not, I'll have to figure out another way. Maybe if I turn this off. Does that help? A little bits? Damn little bits. Nah, whatever. If you can see it, you can't see it. Anyways, I'm describing it to you. I'm just putting the vegetables in here that I cut earlier, little by little. And I'm just basting these. I don't want them to overcook. By basting, that means I'm just adding water. I'm not putting anything that's gonna make this sizzle quite yet. So, and I'm just gonna let that water underneath evaporate and the moisture from the vegetables cook in its own juices. And I'm just gonna let this baste on a little less than medium for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and season it and show you what kind of seasons I put in there. So this has been cooking down for a good 5 minutes on a little less than medium. And now I'm just gonna start adding dry ingredients and microwaving a couple eggs. So I'm just going to coat this Thai in there. I'm going to grab my shinramjeon. Sure to pronounce that right. A little bit of this goes quite a ways, so. I want to coat every single one. And I'm going to go in with this killer soy sauce. And this is completely on simmer now. I'm just going to put that in there. I'm going to stir that up. That smells so good. And this is the real soy sauce. This isn't that China Lily nonsense. And what I love about cooking with broccoli is that it grabs that flavor and spices better than any vegetable. And look at, so it's crunch to my carrots that I hate boiled carrots. But anyways, that's that. Now, I'm just going to let that simmer for a while, and then I'm going to add the rice. I'll be right back. So I've just let that soak in the ingredients that I just put in there for about as long as I cooked this egg in the microwave. And I've cooked it in there for about 2 minutes. And there's 3 eggs in here. And I'm just going to add that in. Now, I'm going to grab the rice and put this in there as well. Still on simmer. And I'm just folding what's on the outskirts to the inside of the pan. It's about good there. Now, I'm just going to add a little bit more soy sauce. And adding a little more kick. And just folding it in as I was before. And there you have it. I'm just going to let this sit here on simmer. Like, comment, subscribe, and haters welcome here, because ain't no one going to be able to rock this smile off my ace face. Mwah. Have a good day.